And we are live. Welcome to another edition of the Goalpost, where we discuss football and we discuss insight analysis of the round leather game. I'm your host, Mayowa. I'm not alone. I'm with one of the most renowned analysts in Lagos. He's a regular on this particular show. He's a huge Manchester United fan. I know yesterday was not funny for him in terms of the performance of his team. But in any case, we'll get to hear from him. I'm not alone. I'm here with Timmy. Timmy, good morning. How are you doing?
Uh, Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, Lagos City. Be here again. Thank God for life. Being a Manchester United fan is not easy, but what we go do? It's a new job for Amorim, so he's trying to make the players to integrate the players to his own plan and formation. Well, it's a good morning. Good morning. Nice to be here.
It's always amazing having you on this particular show. But your team played yesterday, and it was a lackluster performance. But in any case, we'll get to discuss that, as the show progresses. Um, like we usually do. Obviously, they say charity begins from home. We start from the local scene. We start with the NFF. Um, you know, a Super Eagles star has spoken out and said we need a disciplinarian, not just a tactician. Do you agree with that? With that point of view?
If it's coming from someone that is in the team, then it means he knows what he's saying. If it's coming from him that is in it, that is seeing everybody, seeing them up close and personal, seeing what they are doing in the team, then it means is actually right. But again, I feel um if NFF is getting a coach, they are actually going to get a two in one, a disciplinarian and a coach, because most of these foreign based coaches are disciplinarian. You cannot behave funny around them. You cannot do things that will jeopardize the effort of the team around them. So I just feel they should go get the foreign coach as soon as possible.
Okay, so I mean, it now begs the question: is the discipline, going to result in the national team performing? I mean, we are in a very critical position in the World Cup right now, and I don't think discipline has anything to do with the performance of it. In as much as I want the team to be disciplined, I don't want people to be disrespecting their coach. The issue of Osime, who was not addressed, and the rest of that. Do you think that's what we need right now, or we just need to focus on getting a World Cup ticket?
When discipline is being mentioned, it's not necessarily disrespecting coaches or stuff. It might be something in the training ground. Maybe they are telling them to do run ups, push ups, do this, do that, two touches and all, and they are just playing around with it instead of them to be serious.
Okay, so
So that might be part of the discipline they are talking about. It's not necessarily the player insulting the coach and going back and forth with the coach. No, that doesn't reflect on the field of play. It's disciplined while training. That's what reflects on the field of play. So I just feel if they could get a good coach that can implement his own philosophy, his own ideas on the team. These players play in Europe for God's sake. They perform well in Europe. But right here in Nigeria, they cannot string two, three passes together. It's shameful.
okay, but it's not basic question. So we have an NFF that has a record of indiscipline. I mean, this is an NFF board that owes players salary, owe player bonuses, owe coaches. Do you think the kind of NFF we have at the moment, you know, would be the right team to bring in somebody that would be able to instill discipline in the team, owing to the fact that there was a report that said people in the NFF, they always influence the players that come to play for the Super Eagles, players that do not, have any business in the Super Eagles.
That's the problem. I've always said it. I said it the other time here. The problem of the team is from the top. It's from the NFF itself. The organization is corrupt. Corruption is number one in the NFF, and that is what is reflecting on the team. If you are going to be making the players that will be playing for the team, the players that will be called up, there is partiality in it. There is okay, who know who kind of. You have to know somebody in the NFF. Players that are not supposed to be in camp with the team are there playing. That's the beginning of indiscipline. That's the beginning because a player of Osimhen's caliber, it will be all these guys. They will sit down and see someone that is not playing for his club side, someone that is not supposed to be on the team there, and they know in their mind that this person here is not supposed to be here. How do you think they will feel?
Okay, so it means the NFF needs to put their house in order if
Exactly.
we want to instill discipline. Well, I mean, discipline has it goes a long way in what it goes a long way in determining the overall performance of the team. I mean, Promise Efoge, who is the media person for the NFF, said they don't have a code of conduct, and it baffles me when a 78-year-old brand does not have a code of conduct. Hence the reason why a whole lot of players misbehave, and they get forgiven because they have a code for that. But in any case, that's fine. Moving ahead, let's move on to to the World Cup. Lesotho coach, you know, has come out and he's been talking tough. Remember, we are in the same group with Lesotho. Lesotho currently sits 5 points. They are 2 points ahead of Nigeria. They are behind the likes of Rwanda, South Africa, and
Wonder.
Benin Republic. While Nigeria sits fifth, Lesotho sits fourth, and they are 2 points off the top of the summit. The coach, is set his sights on beating Super Eagles for the 2026 World Cup spot. Do you think the Lesotho coach has what it takes to be able to dump out Nigeria from this particular World Cup?
Initially, normally, they are not supposed to have what it takes, but the way we are playing at the moment, they said when the giant is down, try to keep him down or beat him while he's down because by the time he's up, there's trouble. So now that Nigeria is a bit struggling in the World Cup qualifier, whatever, they should do what they can do. So I feel they can beat Nigeria. They can beat us. They can beat us where we're safe. With the way we are playing, they can't because we cannot string 2 3 passes together. We need a coach. The coach of Lesotho will talk tough now when Benin Republic is beating us 2-1. We are sitting fifth in the table. If we are first in the table, I don't think the coach will be able to say that.
So practically,
So that
it's because of our position. Remember the last time this happened, Angola was in the same group with us, and they ended up qualifying for the World Cup. Do you think the same thing will happen again this time around, owing to the fact that the NFF, they are still yet to, you know, get a coach for us? They've been talking about getting a foreign coach over the past 11 months, and that has not come to fruition. Do you think,
11 months.
do you
You see
think
how long it
with
is.
what is going on now, do you think this gives the momentum to Lesotho to be able to knock off Nigeria? Remember, we have to win all our games to have a shot at even qualifying.
That's what I'm saying. We cannot qualify. I've said it before. We have to win all our games. Okay, even if we beat Lesotho, can we beat the remaining? Can we beat South Africa? Can we beat Benin Republic? We can't now.
So
Highest we're going to get from South Africa is it. South Africa is the best team in Africa right now.
yeah, definitely that's correct based on the FIFA ranking. However, I mean, it means you're already
It's
giving
not
up.
based apart from the FIFA ranking, eye test. We are sure watching it. Apart from the FIFA ranking, eye test. What we are watching, Africa is the best team in Africa right now.
So you are giving Nigeria no chance to qualify for the World Cup, right?
We are not going to qualify.
Oh
I,
wow.
if I want to be patriotic, I will say, ah, yes, we will qualify. But
But as it is now, there's no way
we
for
have
us
to
to
say the
qualify.
truth right here. The truth is, no. No, I
You
don't
said
think so. I don't think so.
okay.
Only a miracle can make us qualify. Only a miracle can make us qualify because we will start doing permutation again. If Lesotho win, South Africa must your Namibia. No, it's not supposed to be so.
Okay, so that means we have to definitely, do permutation and combination before we qualify. But that's interesting. Well, the next one qualifier comes up in March, and I hope probably maybe before then the NFF would have been able to put its house in order in terms of getting
Uh,
us the right
I think we would have played the AFCON.
yes.
The AFCON is coming up shortly. So we would have played the AFCON. We will see the team, the coach, and how everything will be. So I feel it's going to be a good thing, a really, really good thing.
Okay.
Let's just see how it goes after the AFCON.
Okay, that's fantastic. Let's go to transfers now. Galatasaray president, has said Osimhen departure will be his own decision. The contract Osimhen signed with Galatasaray gives him the opportunity to speak to other clubs in January. If he wants to make the move, he has every right to make the move in January. Galatasaray president has come out to say Osimhen's departure will be his own decision. Do you think because of the hype around Osimhen right now, do you think this is the right time for him to move?
No, 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 no. You should just wait. You should wait till the end of the season. Win the league, win the Turkish league with them. They are going to win it. I don't know. They are struggling. They struggle sometimes, but they are going to win it. You should just win the league with them, then move on later when the season has ended. I don't see him getting a right move in January. Oh, maybe if a PSG comes around. If a PSG comes in January, he can go. But any other team apart from PSG, no, he should just stay.
So I mean, there are a lot of top clubs in Europe that are probably in search of strikers and the rest of that. And with the form Osimhen is in right now, and owing to the fact that his contract allows him, the loan deal allows him to, you know, talk to other clubs in January to leave in January. However, there is still the issue of Napoli. Napoli has to agree to the sale. Don't you think? Because of how he's performing right now, this will be his opportunity to cash out big and get, the biggest move ever. One of the biggest move ever he'll probably get in his career.
If him cashing out and getting the move is not the problem. Is will he perform in the place? Does the club suit him? Is it the right move for him? Those are the questions. Just like saying a Man United should go and get Osimhen. I'm a Man United fan that wants him to come to Man U.
So Man U is a career killer.
No, no, no. Right now, with the set of players that are there, now you cannot point at the coach anymore. Now the players have to take some responsibilities right now, and we are seeing it. You cannot point at the coach again. You cannot say it's the coach this time.
Okay,
You
so so
can.
so, so you are saying a move for Osimhen, in January will not probably spare well for him. He should probably just stay behind
You
and
know, it should just
solidify his
if
performance with Galatasaray and probably win one or two things before he decides to leave.
a PSG comes around, you should go to a PSG. If PSG are going to win the league, man, obviously, you should just go to a PSG. Apart from PSG, you should just stay put to the end of the season, then weigh up all these options and move to one.
Okay, that's fantastic. Let's go to Germany now. Our own Nathan Teller, doing the magic for Bayer Leverkusen. Bayer Leverkusen stuns Bayern in German Cup after Manenua, was red carded. Do you think Vincent Company is punching above his weight? Remember, he's out of the German league. He's currently about 4 points ahead of ahead of Bayer Leverkusen. Remember, over the weekend they didn't win their game. They drew that particular game, and that gave the opportunity to Bayer Leverkusen to be able to close up the gap. with them? Do you think companies punching above his weight, or do you think
No,
this is an highlight of his season going to be a disaster? Remember, he's not doing so well. He's not doing fantastically well in the Champions League.
I'm thinking a bit different from all these things.
Okay.
If Bayern Munich does not win a trophy this season, Harry Kane is cost.
How do you mean? How is Hurricane cost? How do you mean? How do you mean? How do you mean?
If Bayern Munich does not win the trophy this season, Harry Kane is cost.
How do you mean it's cost? How do you mean?
Yes, now it's cost now.
How do you mean?
Ah, it's cost though. If they don't win the trophy this season,
So they they will have to win a trophy this season.
exactly.
I mean, so the thing is, Kane is injured. He will be out for another 3 4 weeks, and at the moment, yes, they struggle to get back in the game against Bayer Leverkusen. Apart from the red card, they had a whole lot of opportunity. They had a lot of chance. The ball possession, shot on target, and the rest of that showed that they were very attacking minded. The goal did not just come. So why would you attribute them not winning anything to Hurricane being caused, owing to the fact that it's not only Hurricane that plays, for Bayer Leverkusen, for Bayern Munich.
But the remaining players there have won trophies now. It's only him that has not won. That's what I'm saying. This season, if they don't win, Bayer Leverkusen are not really playing very well.
Eh, but, but,
Bayer
but,
Lever-
but,
Bayer
but
Leverkusen are not
they've been
performing.
drawing games, but it's not as if the performance has been so bad. They've just been
No, no
conceding more goals and been drawing games.
performance of the both of them have not been bad. Performance of Bayern Munich too have not really been bad. Let's face it. But I'm just saying, if it happens again this season, that somehow they can't win the German Cup again.
Sure,
Somehow
they have been
somehow
knocked out.
somehow they cannot win the Champions League. So somehow if they don't win that league, because the only team that can stand in front of them and say, hey, it's Bayer Leverkusen and Dortmund. Dortmund is out of it. It's just Bayer Leverkusen, and the Bayer Leverkusen is not playing very well. So if they don't win the league this season again, something is wrong with Hurricane. You should maybe come Nigeria. We get short plug for you.
They should come to Nigeria. You have short plug for them. What will be the
Yeah,
short plug, Jerry? What will be the short plug?
and yeah, I thought right now. It's almost now.
Okay. Well, in any case, that's interesting. Let's move over to the Serie A. Chukwueze was very fantastic for AC
Similar.
Milan in the Italian Cup. He was very instrumental in the in the Italian Cup win. However, before we go to that, Napoli eyes Osimhen sale to fund transfer window move. Um, I mean, Napoli is eyeing a sale of Osimhen to be able to fund their war chest. At the moment, they are 4 points. The gap between they are 1 point ahead of Atlanta. The gap between Team One and Team Four is about 3 points in the Italian Serie A, and they are looking at selling Osimhen. They are looking at selling for about 75 million and using that 75 million to invest in their defense. Do you think Osimhen owes them anything to be able to you know
It doesn't.
to
It
agree
doesn't
on
owe
the
them
transfer?
anything now. They selling.
Remember earlier we talked about the president of Galatasaray coming out to say Osimhen moving will be his choice. So don't you think this is connected
He
to the
does
transfer
not. He
news?
does not. He does not owe Napoli anything. If he finds a suitable club this January, I've said it, he should move. It's not really about if Napoli gets the money, if Napoli doesn't get the money. There's not. He should not concern himself with what happens with Napoli. He should be concerned about his own career. If he gets the money, he moves to. If he gets the move to a better club, Napoli gets the money. Fine with them. Fine with him. Everybody goes their separate ways. I believe everybody will perform in their separate ways and all. But for me, I don't want Napoli to win the league. I don't want them to win the league. A new person should win. I feel Atlanta should win the league. The Italian Serie A this season has been amazing. It has really, really been amazing. Very, very competitive, and I love it. I love it so much.
So, talking about the Syria now, do you think Atlanta will do the magic and win the league?
They might,
Because
they
this is
might
not the
win the
first time
league.
they have been. This is not the first time. Remember when they have Duvan Zapata and the rest of them?
And also, guys,
They had an opportunity to win the league,
it
and
was, it was, it was not this. It was not like this. They were not playing like this. This team is different. I feel I think everything changed from the Europa final.
so
That's everything.
are you saying Atlanta wins the league? This
No, no,
season.
no. I'm not. I said I want them to win.
Oh, okay.
Nobody knows who will win. There is between four or five people there. Lazio is still in the mix, even if Lazio has lost, drew and lost and everything. Lazio is still in the mix with them there, and all of them. The gap, the point between first and third is first and fourth is just 3 points. It's
Okay.
very competitive. Anybody loses a match, you are gone.
Oh, okay. Okay. But do you think Atlanta will be consistent? They've been having issues with consistency.
Have they not been consistent this season? They have been
Well,
beating Roma,
they have
beating Roma. That's consistency.
they have been
They
consistent this
beat
season.
Roma. Everybody has played. Then they played Roma and beat Roma. That's consistency.
Okay, that's fantastic. Then, so the other thing, we're talking about Chukwueze the other time. I mean, Chukwueze was very very instrumental to you know AC Milan winning 6-0 against Sassuolo. Um,
Solo.
AC Milan trashed Sassuolo 6-0 to advance to Italian Cup quarterfinals. Um, do you think Chukwueze has been able to cement his place in the team of AC Milan? Remember under
Yes.
Fonseca, after he made the move to the Serie A, he struggled for game time. Coming in 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and even in the Serie A, he has not been playing regularly. This is an Italian cup, and because they want to rotate player, probably maybe that's the reason why
No, they will
he
let
was
him play.
featured in that particular game. Do you think he has done enough to be able to walk up to the coach and demand to be given an opportunity, a starting shirt in that particular team?
What he's doing already is already demanding. You don't need to even go to the coach and speak. What you're doing on the field of play is demanding for the coach to say, "Oh, this guy, I think I'll start this guy." So for me, I feel if he continues like this, he will be able to cement his place in the team, in the first team. Chukwueze has been amazing for AC Milan. And I feel AC Milan generally, I feel they are in form. I feel they are playing well. They're playing good football. I love the tenacity of the team. I love how they integrate themselves. I love how they switch plays left, right, and how they are playing. AC Milan generally, I feel they are a good side. They will not win the league or do something. Maybe the Italian Cup, maybe. But I like how they are playing, and I feel Chukwueze is a very very important player for them. They really want to go far.
Okay, that's fantastic. I hope to see him play, because I mean the more playing time he gets, the better for the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
But
Owing to the
in terms of
fact
Nigeria,
that we are looking at getting our best leg to get us to qualify for the World Cup. So let's move to the La Liga now. A whole lot of things happening in the La Liga. Um, Real Madrid lost again yesterday. Before we get to that, let's get to Barcelona. Barcelona shines in five-star display against Mallorca, beating Mallorca 5-1. Rafinha cannot stop scoring. What do you think Barcelona has gotten their groove back in terms of the fact that
mm,
they've been struggling in the last three games? They were not able to muster a win, but now they are coming back with a bang, as they say.
who did they play with? Real
Mallorca,
Mallorca.
Mallorca, yeah.
Mallorca as I don't know. They were a disgrace. Mallorca, they were yes, because the way they were playing, the kind of chances they were conceding, the mistakes they were making is absurd. A team in top professional, a team playing top flight football should not be making those mistakes, and they practically gave Barcelona the chance to Wotoporos and beat them the way they did. It's a good win for Barcelona. Good win for Barcelona. Um, is good. I like the fact that the La Liga is competitive, not like one team is running away with the lead. And now it's time for Barcelona to Barcelona to rejoice and the fans and everything because Madrid lost. They are not going to win all their matches also. They will lose. So everybody will lose at the end of the day.
Uh, but, but,
But
but,
it's a good win. It's a good win for Barcelona.
but I mean, with you know, Barcelona getting back in shape now, do you think they are probably clean off the La Liga? I mean, Real Madrid
They are
had
not.
their
No,
Real Madrid had their chance yesterday to to win, but they did
it's
not.
still
They didn't take their chance.
it's still a long way. It's a long way to the finish line. If when they were 9 points ahead of Real Madrid or so, if anybody has said, Madrid will be a point, 4 points behind you guys with a point with a game in hand, we they have accepted it. And it's so funny. Nobody's looking at Atletico Madrid,
Yeah, nobody's talking about Atletico Madrid because I mean, they are not.
and they are just 2 points away from Barcelona.
Yeah, sure. I mean, a whole lot of people have been concentrating on the reason why a whole lot of people are not talking about, and you are a sport analyst, you know better than me. The reason why a lot of people are not talking about, Atletico is because of the fact that they are not the over the years they've not been consistent. They win titles once in every 7 years. That's when they win. So that's why a
But
lot of people
when
are
they
talking about
but
them.
when they win it, if you don't know it, you don't know they are coming.
No, that's true.
Madrid and Barca will be fighting for it. They will just come and take it, and that might happen again this season.
Huh. That's interesting. Well,
That might happen again this season.
we wait to see. I mean, they've been scoring goals with reckless abandon. Let's see how that pans out. Real Madrid lost again yesterday. Real Madrid losing to Atletico Bilbao. You know, yesterday. Uh, I still do not understand it. What is going on with Real Madrid?
I sincerely don't understand. I feel they really miss Toni Cruz a lot. A lot of injuries also is affecting them. Mbappe, I don't know what is wrong. Mbappe is missing penalties for fun. He's
But
missing penalties for fun. I don't understand it because if their last match before this one, they got the penalty. They gave the penalty to Jude Bellingham and he scored. And after the penalty, people were complaining. No, you people should have given it to Mbappe to help his confidence and all because he lost one. He loses the penalty in the Champions League. Does not mean he will lose another one. Blah 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 blah. They got another one yesterday and gave it to him. What did he do?
don't you think Mbappe is having a confidence issue at the moment? He's suffering from lack of
Yes,
confidence
yes,
because I mean,
yes. He's
there has
suffering
been
from
a
lack
whole.
of confidence. He's suffering from lack of confidence. He's suffering from a whole lot of things. He's suffering from not being the guy.
How do you mean not being the guy? How do you mean?
Yes, now when he was in League One, everybody looks up to him and Mbappe, and but in Madrid, they are stars. Everybody. You are coming to. You have not done anything for them. You have not done anything for them. You cannot say you are the leader. What you have done in PSG stays in PSG. This is Real Madrid. Although I know he's still going to perform. I know it's just a phase. I feel Ancelotti might be gone this season with the way they are playing. Ancelotti might be gone. Perez does not have that patience, and I think Ancelotti have overstayed in Real Madrid the second phase of his Real Madrid career. So I think Ancelotti will leave this season and go to another club,
Do, do,
maybe a match.
yeah, do you think Ancelotti's job is on the line because of the current performance? I mean, you remember
Not the line now.
you remember they have five key players out and they have not made any major signings. Don't you think
Yes,
that is enough to affect their performance
of
because of
course
the
it will.
intensity of
It will.
because of the kind of
It
competition
will.
they are involved in?
Of course it will. But me, they had their chances. They could have put their chances away. Mbappe had the penalty. If Mbappe scored the penalty and Jubileum scores the goal, that's 2-1. They could have tried to see the game out. Or even if Atletico Bilbao score, then it would have been a draw. They wouldn't have lost. But Mbappe had the chance and he didn't score. So that is on them. It's not. It's fine. There are injuries. Of course, there's injuries in football. I don't know who is injured in the Atletico Bilbao team, but of course, I know they will have one or two injuries also. So injuries are normal in football. It's something that is constant. It's always going to happen. The team will always play with injuries, so that's not an excuse.
Okay. Well, let's see how it goes. We wish them all the best. They are 4 points behind Barcelona, and they have one game in hand. If they win that game, should they win that game, they'll probably be 1 point
One
behind
point.
Barcelona,
Yeah.
and it makes the league more competitive. Well, the La Liga is very competitive, and that is what we live for as football fans and analysts and the rest of that. Well, sorry. Let's go to the English Premiership. Yes. Man City won yesterday. But before we talk about that, Van Nistelrooy takes charge of Leicester City, and they won 3-1. Do you think Van Nistelrooy will be able to turn things around in Leicester City? Remember our own Wilfred Ndidi was in a fantastic form. You know, that's 2 days ago now. On Tuesday, it was in a fantastic form, displaying the kind of quality we know him to have, and he was very instrumental in Leicester City winning that particular game 3-1. Do you think the coming of Van Nistelrooy will turn things around at Leicester City?
Yes, yes, of course. Van Nistelrooy seems to be a good coach. Even the games he managed for United, you could see the way Mayu was playing. I hope Man United didn't make a mistake in letting him go and get Amorim. I hope Amorim fixes Man United, because if Amorim doesn't, well, Mayu will feel they made a mistake they should have. And Van Nistelrooy succeed at Leicester. Mayu actually feel they made a mistake and in letting Van Nistelrooy go. He's an amazing coach. I think with him, Leicester will survive the relegation battle. I feel so.
Okay,
It was amazing how they played on Tuesday night.
you feel Leicester has a shouting chance at surviving relegation now, based on the
Yes,
fact
yes,
that Van Nistelrooy is currently their coach, and with the
yeah.
kind of performance, don't you think this is a placebo effect? Remember, a whole lot of players would want to fight for the coach to be able to keep their shirt in that particular
Eh,
team.
yes,
Don't you think
yes.
that's the reason why this is happening? Because
Is
sometimes, I mean, look at the case
is
of Manchester United. In their last two games, they were facilitating against Arsenal yesterday. It reminded everybody the Manchester United of Eric Ten Hag.
yes, there is this new manager bounce. So when there's a new manager, the teams tend to play well and all. But you apart from that, you could see the philosophy of the game. It's not about fighting for the shirt or fighting for the manager, trying to impress the manager. No, it's the philosophy, the idea they are putting into it. That's the difference. Same thing goes to Man United. We know we're not going to beat Arsenal. If we take away the set piece, Arsenal, we can play that match for 3 days straight. Arsenal will not score a goal. Take away those set piece, the corner kicks. Arsenal will not score a goal. The way the team was set up. So this is a manager that knows what he's doing. You could see he has an idea of what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. He might not have the right players for it. And I feel he missed some players today. He missed Kobe Mino was a great miss. If Kobe Mino was around, I think the team would have be able to play more forward and played very well. It's a nice thing.
Okay,
Kudos to the new city.
okay, that's fantastic. So let's move over to West Ham. Julian Lopetegui, um, has been under fire. Um, you know, it seems Van Nistelrooy is the coach that sacks coach. Remember, he was the one that engineered the sack of Steve Cooper
Let's tackle.
from Leicester City. So, I mean, what do you think is happening to Julian Lopetegui? I mean, he's been really struggling. The team has been struggling, and it's
They're attacking
it's
now.
under a lot of pressure. Personally,
They'll
I think he'll probably be fired before the end of the season. What do you think?
fire me before the end of season. Before the end of this month, they'll fire him. Before the end of season, okay. You want them to relegate. They'll fire him before the end of this month. End of season, okay. In fact, this weekend, once we play this weekend and lose like this, he's gone. The
So,
way the way they are.
but what do you think is the issue with West Ham United? The same team, that won
Uh,
the Conference League just under
Conference
two
League,
years
no.
ago, and now it seems they are in shambles. Is it that is it that they have not reinforced very well, or they are allowed majority of their star to leave?
That's the problem. They allowed some players to go. What's this guy's name? The guy that left for Juventus, the
Okay,
Brazilian.
Smoster.
No, Douglas Luiz.
Douglas Luiz. Okay. Okay.
They allow their players to leave. Declan Rice left. All these guys, they don't have replacement for them. They allow their players to leave, and you don't do anything about it. What do you think will happen?
So
Of course, of course. Not like they don't try to sign. They try to sign, but of course, they don't. They don't sign up to the standard of what they let go of. And again, I feel Lopetegui has just lost it. To me, sometimes as a coach, don't wait till they fire you. Just come out. Like this one, you have lost it. Just come out. You don't need to wait till they fire you. Because that's what will happen at last. They will find out.
so if he stays for that, they'll probably fire him.
This weekend, once they lose this weekend, he's gone.
Okay, well, we are hoping to see what will happen. I mean, it's not the first coach that has been fired. Steve Cooper was fired to bring in, Van Nistelrooy to Leicester City, and probably for Leicester City that might have been the situation. Well, in any case, let's dive into the games that were played yesterday. Um, Liverpool drawing again. A whole lot of people have been giving them a whole lot of hype, and they drew that particular game. What happened to Liverpool yesterday?
Nunes happened to Liverpool yesterday. If Liverpool does not win this league, Nunes will be the cause. If Liverpool does
How
not
do you
win
mean?
the league,
But strikers lose chances now. You can't put it on Nunes.
he misses sitters in front of post. He misses chances that are not that are, even a 5-year-old kid will not miss. Those are the chances Nunes misses. He misses little chances supposed to score, and then of course he scores the hard one. The ones he score, wow, he scored from here. Nunes, wow, amazing. Those are the ones he scores, but he misses chances that he should be scoring, and that was the problem of Liverpool yesterday. Once again, the best player in the world shows himself. Mohamed Salah yesterday, he's absolutely amazing. Liverpool should give him the deal, pay him whatever he wants. He's amazing. If he leaves, they are not getting somebody to replace him. And of course, he's stopping the highest scorer chat already.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he has proven once again that he's one of the best strikers in the EPL, and he proved that yesterday again. He has been scoring consistently for Liverpool in all competition, and that's a normal mark of a good player. You mentioned the contract situation. There's a contract issue for Van Dijk, Trent, and Mohamed Salah. However, as at yesterday evening, there has been news that Van Dijk has put pen to paper. It would be, is in talks with them and probably will sign. I don't know how many years they want to give him, but do you think Liverpool is handling this Salah situation with levity in terms of ironing out his contract issue so he can fully focus on the game, and also
Yeah.
to add to that, just to put that into a box together so you can break it down for us. Do you think the draw yesterday will come back to bite Liverpool in the butt?
It's normal. It's normal to draw sometimes. You're not going to win all the matches. You win some, you lose some. Just don't lose the ones that are in your palms, because they had the game. They had it in their palms yesterday. They could have won, but they drew. It's normal. It's against Newcastle. Newcastle are a tough knock to also to crack, so it's normal. They are still, I think, 8 points or so ahead of the second place.
No, they are
So
7 points ahead of Arsenal, nine
7 points
points
Man
ahead of
City.
Man City.
So they are still in a good position. Arsenal are very, very dangerous right now. I think they will just rub their way to the Premier League if people don't start speaking up, because the Connacht is a fraud. I'll get to that later. But speaking about Liverpool, I hope it doesn't bite them. I want Liverpool to win the league. I want them to win the league. People will say a new coach coming to a new league is going to be a disgrace in the Premier League. Who cares? Man is playing good football, so he should reap his dividend for playing good football.
Okay,
He's playing well. And again, I feel that they are taking the Salah issue for granted. They're taking Salah for granted. What if he doesn't sign? What if he ends up and say, I'm not signing again? I mean, they don't know what they are doing. If he doesn't sign, if he does say, okay, I'm not doing again, and he goes to a better thing, what would they do?
Well, that
If
that's
a Madrid comes, what if Madrid comes?
well, that's true. I mean, Madrid is
What if
struggling.
Madrid comes?
Madrid is struggling in
What if
front of
Madrid
goal right
comes?
now.
Madrid can come.
Yeah,
If Madrid
definitely,
comes, Ngo, Madrid
de-
can come now. Madrid needs
definitely,
someone on that left wing. Rodrigo is not a left winger.
definitely.
Yeah,
Let's move to Everton. I mean, what is going on with Everton? Yesterday they gave a 5-star performance, dispatching Wolves 4-0. I mean,
0.
they were scoring set pieces. Ashley Young, the former United Manchester United player, Ashley Young,
Yes,
opened the scoring, and from there the floodgate of goals opened. I mean, the same team that you are not sure if they will draw a particular game come up to win scoring 4 goals yesterday. Do you think this is a turnaround for them, or this is just a one-off performance?
it's just a one-off performance. It's just one of those games they will just win. That is the problem with teams like Everton. Inconsistency. They played well in this game, and the next game they fumbled and don't play well. They last weekend they conceded 4. Midweek they gave 4 back. It's good. They are trying to
They're trying to
impress.
balance they're
Yeah,
trying to balance their scorecard.
they are trying to balance the scorecard, which is lovely. And again, Ashley Young is the oldest player in the Premier League to score a free kick.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
Yeah,
And
close to him.
he's breaking record. Man City
Yes,
finally won after 5 games. After 4 games, they played 4 EPL games and they lost all the 4 EPL games. Now they finally won yesterday, dispatching Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest had an opportunity when it was 1-0. I think it's Chris Wood. I can't remember. Had an
good.
opportunity.
Yes,
Had an opportunity one-on-one with the goalkeeper and tried to fire the ball blank outside the
same.
post. I mean, do you think with this victory now, you know, Man City is back? And, they were lacking confidence. Now they have won a game. Do you think this will probably boost their confidence to be able to do more, to be able to start catching up to the teams ahead of them?
I feel Chris Wood, maybe he has ties with Man City because last season, if I'm correct, last season that's the same thing they did. Missed one-on-ones like that. I think 2 or 3 last season against Man City. Same thing like this. That was how he lost. That was how he missed it. This one, it was so. I was so sure he was going to score. I was like, oh yeah, score 1-1. Let game on. Let's go. And he missed. And immediately he missed. De Bruyne went to score.
So
Immediately he missed. Just immediately, a minute or two after, De Bruyne went to score. And so I just feel Nottingham Forest are in disgrace. It's like they laid themselves down and say, oh yeah, slaughter me. I'm ready to be slaughtered. That's what they did yesterday. It's a shame. And when the giant is down, you kick him, you eat him, you enjoy anything you want to him. Because when the giant is back up, you don't have a chance. They have a chance to win, and they did not. But again, 5-star performance from City. They played very well. Again, Alan ghosted, no goals. Impacted the game a bit, but no goals. KDB, amazing again. Bernardo Silva, for me, was the man of the match. He played very, very, very well. Um, I just if Man City plays some lesser teams, it will be better for them this period to get their groove back, to get their confidence back before they can go and play the old teams. But again, do not write Man City off from winning the league. Anything can happen.
can Man City win the league
Yes, they can. They have done it before.
with this current position they are in right now?
They have done it before.
Okay, that
All they need to do, January is coming now. If all these things is happening in February, after January have passed, no wala, I was a man stick and me. But January is coming. This man will spend money and buy a DM. What do you think will happen when he gets a proper DM?
okay. That's fantastic. Do you think Chelsea can win the league? I mean, see, the performance has been very, very, fantastic. Cole Palmer, Unkuku getting in on the act, Jadon Sancho, getting in on the act, and you know, eh, eh, their strikers are beginning to give in the performance. Cole Palmer cannot stop scoring. Madueke is also contributing, and just like dispatching Southampton yesterday. Yes, you might say Southampton had the red card and the rest of that, but I mean, before the red card, they were already down. They were already 3 goals down. I mean, with the kind of performance you are seeing from Chelsea, do you think Chelsea stand a chance to probably win the league? And a lot of people are not talking about
Mm.
Chelsea. The kind of
Chelsea,
performance they
Chelsea,
are putting in,
Chelsea are performing well. They're just going to be in the top four after the league.
so
They're performing well.
they don't have a shot of winning that at
We
winning the league.
we did beat Arsenal.
Why not? Is Arsenal
They,
not beatable?
they are beatable, of course, but they can't beat Arsenal. They will not beat Liverpool. This same Chelsea will not beat Man U. As bad as Man U is, Chelsea will not beat Man U. Chelsea will not beat Man City. And you want to win the league, that means you can't. Arsenal is, for me, it's a 3 horse race. I've said it before. Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City, and the most dangerous is Arsenal because this their set piece. They are the new Stoke. New Stoke. Imagine Stoke one win league go. They are the new Stoke.
In Chelsea, we'll talk about that. But before we get to that, let's quickly cover Aston Villa. Then we wrap it up with the Arsenal Manchester United game. Aston Villa, after a long barren run, they finally dispatched Brentford yesterday.
Hallelujah.
Do you think Unai Emery has been able to has been able to get his groove back, owing to the fact
That
that they've not been consistent in the EPL, losing games that you expect them to win, they end up
the
losing it.
win. Yes, that is what Europe does for you. All these small teams. I want to be in the Champions League. I want to be in the Champions League. That is what the Champions League does.
But
You lose concentration.
is it because is it because of the stress of Europe added to it?
Yes,
Is that the
now
reason why they are performing
Yes, now
poorly?
the stress added to it now. The reason why Chelsea is performing very well right now is because they are not in the Champions League, they are not in the Europa League, they are in the Conference League, so they can decide to play their team F in the in the Europa League, and they will still win, and they
Okay.
will bring their A team to the Premier League. So it's like they are playing very well. The same thing. The season Antonio Conte won the league for Chelsea. They were not in Europe. They were not in anything. They were solely playing the league. In fact, I think in the FA Cup or Carling Cup they left early, so they were concentrating on the league. Always 7 days interval, be 6 days interval before they play. So they were yes now. So they were all rested. Everybody, you guys will go and play your Champions League, play everything. You come back and meet us. They wait for you for league. So it's always crazy. That's the difference between the small team and the big team. Now, as Aston Villa has been overwhelmed by the European football they are playing, I feel that's part of the reasons why they are not really performing very well. And again, the coach, I think, he's losing his small. So at the end of this season, it determines what happened. Though, I hope it doesn't leave the European spots. He's not going to be in top four, obviously, but maybe top seven, top eight.
Okay, that's what. Let's wrap it up with Arsenal because time is racing against us. You know, Arsenal. I watched that particular game yesterday, and it left a bad taste in my mouth. The way Arsenal plays their corner kick, crowding the goalkeeper, charging the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper, they are supposed to be one of the most protected player on the field of play. Do you think the tactics of Arsenal, do you think it is shady? I mean, most
It's
of their
shady.
goals come
It's
from
shady.
set pieces, and they're always crowding the goalkeeper,
It's
leaving no
shady.
room.
No,
They are
I
breaking
don't care if they are, I
the
don't care if they
rules.
are
Yeah, please
crowding.
go
I
ahead.
don't care. I don't care if they are crowding the goalkeeper. Crowd the goalkeeper. I don't have an issue with it. But do not push the goalkeeper. They will push and shove the goalkeeper, pushed the other players. The second goal they scored yesterday, Saliba was practically pushing Hoyland. He pushed and pushed and pushed. That's a foul. This goal they scored against West Ham, the same thing they did. They were so much pushing in the box. I don't know why VAR is not looking at it. I don't know why the referees are not seeing it. I don't know why they are letting this go. But this should not be happening in football. And again, why is the set piece so hard to defend? Why? You know they were going to play their set piece like that all week, all preparing for the game. Those are the things you're supposed to be trying to stop because you know this is what they will do. So they cannot score now. They don't know how to score again now. It's corner kick.
I think corner kick is more
Crazy.
like their penalty. So do you
Yes,
think,
they're penalty right now.
yeah, based on this, do you think the EPL, the FA needs to review the rule again in terms
Of
of
course.
what is permissible while playing corner kick? Because I mean,
No, no, no.
a lot of
The
people are
rules are there.
complaining.
The rules are there. It's the referees that are not implementing it. You cannot push a goalkeeper. I've seen free kick being blown against a team trying to impede the goalkeeper before during corner kicks. I've seen pushes. If a push happen in the box in the 18-yard box, I've seen referees stop the game and say, okay, this is a foul to this team. Go play a free kick. So it's not them reviewing the rules. It is the ref and the VAR doing their job. They should do their job right. This thing should not be happening in football.
Okay, that's fantastic. Now, your team lost yesterday, and the performance, apart from the fact that the goals they consider were a bit questionable, I don't think Manchester United had a foothold in that particular game. Manchester United struggled
I
throughout that
feel
particular game. Do you think?
my
Do you
just
do you think Ruben Amorim to succeed? Do you think he needs to make a whole lot of personal change in that particular Manchester United team? I mean, Anthony had a chance. That clever set piece, that clever free kick, he had a one-on-one and decided to gift Raya the ball. What's his name
that
now? Is it Raya now?
yeah, that right.
David Raya, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He had the chance. Just play the ball across the front of the goalpost so that anybody can have a tap in or an own goal can happen or something can happen. I've seen those free kicks over and over again, but he decided to go up. He wants to be the hero. He plays the ball and that one just catches it freely. Now, the Man United team, Ruben Amorim needs to change a whole lot of players. Euro came in yesterday. We saw how fantastic he was. He needs to change a whole lot of players. Bruno should be gone. Bruno is number one on the list. Bruno should be gone. Bruno should be gone. Rashi should be gone. Zexi should be gone. A whole lot of these players are not good enough, and you can't blame the manager. Obviously, yeah, he has not signed anybody. I think Ten Hag has jeopardized the whole thing for the next man coming in, and we are all seeing it because only God knows why did you buy so many players? Why if you look at some players, you'll be like, why did you buy this person? Why did you buy this person? Malasia again, amazing in that first half. If not for the yellow card, I feel he wouldn't have been removed. Um, United are a team coming back. I said this our season will start after this Arsenal match, and this is now when our season will start. Because if you look at it, Man United don't want to win that match; they just want to draw. Man United were not playing to win. They were not pushing forward at all. They were trying slowing the game down, slowing the pace down, and I think that's why Arsenal didn't really create chances from 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 open play. Apart from set pieces, they couldn't create chances from open play because Man United slowed the game down very well, lowered their tempo, and they couldn't play their kind of football.
Okay, that's fantastic. Thank you so much, Timmy. It's always amazing, having you here to break it down. Probably maybe after the weekend, we probably get to talk again and see what will happen over the weekend. This is a very busy period for teams in the EPL. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, like for those listening to us, please, you can subscribe, like, and share, so that you can turn on your notification so that you'll be able to you know get notified when we upload content. Thank you once again, and have a great day.
All right. Have a great day.